Hi, beautiful people. Hi, greensies of the world. My name is Ana Torres. Welcome to Ana K's Little Green Book. As I mentioned before, I'm going to be sharing a video every Wednesday about different products or different transitions of what I have done myself in my life. As I mentioned in my first video, one of the things that kind of got me the most was the fact that I was using a lot of notebooks. And I was questioned on if I cared so much about the environment, why I was doing that. So that got me thinking, and I started doing a lot of research, making sure that I'm not using Post-its anymore. I'm not using notebooks for each thing that I have, but I've changed and transitioned to only just one notebook that I'm going to be sharing with you. Essentially, when it comes to this one, this is going to be the Rocketbug Fusion. So essentially with this one, what you will need is just pens, and it works essentially the same way as a normal notebook. I know this might not be the best option since it's not completely sustainable because you do need to use several of this pens. So from what I've been doing research, you can actually refill them. There's different colors and they're erasable pens. Essentially with this ones, that's essentially what you are going to be using with that notebook. But remember how I told you I had different notebooks for each? Well, what I'm doing now is I just have different sections to my notebook. I love this notebook because I literally am able to carry it everywhere. So when it comes to this one, I have different sections for each of the things that I'm actually doing. It actually also includes more of like a to-do list section. Another thing that it actually has is kind of like a calendar. It's both pretty much weeks that you can actually use on this respect. It also has a calendar. So that's one of the things that I've been using more. You see this one I started barely on today because this is the next step on my work weeks, and that's how it's working as of now. And you also have this one. Essentially with this one you can see it has objectives, key results, action plan, and reflections. And then it starts on more of like a list of ideas, how you can pretty much rate them, and the next steps that you have to do essentially with that. It's more of those that have projects coming up. And then it just starts with the normal grid paper. So it has little dots on it. If you see in here, it has all of the sections that you have that I showed at the beginning of this page. But it also has lined paper. So there's a couple of the dotted. So again, I have different colors for different notes. But then it starts with our lined notebook pages. With this one is Coex, as I mentioned before. That's my other organization in which we're trying to educate the world about different things and different subjects that will help our future generations. So with this one, essentially the way that it works, you just grab one of your super amazing pens. You can start writing. Let's just say I say hello or hi. So have you seen here, essentially, that's really easy. Again, it works just like a notebook. You can do cursive, you can do normal writing. So I'm just going to say, try it now. So let's say that I hated some of my highs. So I'll go ahead and redo the smiley. So if you see in here, it's actually erasing the pen. So I do it smile again. This one's a little bit prettier. So with this one, the only thing you have to do is going to be grab some water. I brought this spray bottle just from the dollar store. It's better than just trying to get a little bit of water from the faucet. So it also includes, when it comes to the Rocketbook, it's going to include this, it's a microfiber kind of towel. So you can do it two ways. Usually you can just spray it onto the notebook, which is what I like to do. So I just do that. So if you see in there, the only thing you have to do is go in and you are going to erase it, and it's not there anymore. Wow. I loved it. From the moment I got it, I love this notebook. To be completely honest, I'm not even going to lie. And then the way that you actually are going to make it work, you only have to download an app. It's called the Rocketbook app, and essentially what it does, you take a screenshot of this, and then with that you can actually go ahead and select where you want it to go. You can name it, you can like pretty much put it in different types of folders. So that's one of the greatest part about it. Like, again, you don't have that constant purchase of notebooks, and you're still having the opportunity of storing all that information. This is definitely one of my favorite transitions up to now. You don't have to get this one. There's a couple of there that this specific brand has. It has the mini, which is like a little bit like of a notebook that has the spiral on the top. There's one that has the spiral on the top, and then there's also the the different sizes of this notebook. I purchased the middle one. I didn't want it too little, I didn't want it too big. I wanted to be able to fit in my bag. Again, every single way I go, I have to make notes, either if it's for work, if it's going to be with a client, if it's going to be because of Coex. It doesn't matter who I'm meeting, I'm going to be able to use this specific notebook. One of the greatest part about it too, there's another one, I did not love that one just because that's called the Wave. That one, you actually write on it as long as you can. That actually has a lot more pages to it, and the way that you erase it is going to be by microwaving it, so hence the name Wave. But you can only use it about 5 times, so microwaving it 5 times. So I figured the best way to go was going to be with this one, the Fusion, but you can buy the Core. The Core doesn't have all the opportunities of having the planner or the to-do list or anything in that respect. Or there's also, if you just want a planner as an overall, there's the Panda Planner, which is going to be more towards that, geared specifically for those reasons. Again, this one was my favorite because it had a little bit of everything within the same notebook. I don't need it to take anything else. And just to give you a little bit more background information, I mean, when it came to the research I did, about one notebook takes 1 pine tree. It doesn't have to be those big ones. It's actually more of the smaller ones. But it also depends on the type of tree. It also depends on the thickness of the paper. So that's where I was thinking more towards taking care of our environment, taking care of those trees that literally are creating such a better and more harmonious environment for us, especially right now when we have so many fires here in the US. It's a terrible situation. So why not try to make that transition where that's all you need? That's all you're gonna need. So remember, the only thing that you will need, it's the Rocketbook, which is going to come with your very own microfiber towel, which you can pretty much just toss in the laundry bag and then do laundry and just wash it. And it's also going to be including one of the pens. Again, with this one, it's called the Friction. It's an erasable pen. They're amazing. There's different packets. It can be the three packet, the 7, and I believe there's a 14, so more colors added to that. If you're like me, you're obviously going to be liking the more colors as possible, so I can keep myself organized a little bit more. I hope this is one of the transitions that you would like to do, you can just go into rocketbook.com. You can also like just order from Amazon. I know that that's not the greatest way of getting any of your products because of the translation and well, all the involvements of the emission of a lot of those gases because of that transportation. But I believe you can just go ahead and try to find some of those in Walmart, Office Depot. And again, if you have any additional questions, please reach out to me. And I hope you like this second episode of Anna K's Little Green Book. This is officially the first product that I am bringing to you as a transition. And again, it's one of my favorite ones, which is why I decided to start with this one. And hopefully you like this and you keep watching me. Have a great day. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.